Guys, this is Lala Legacy and welcome back to another episode of Coming Out on Top. So, we are going to accept this job. We can use the cash. You tell her yes. She emails you the time, place, and date, but strangely enough, no name. Thursday. After classes, you head over to the address Lisa gave you. You double check the info on your phone and make your way to the porch of a 2-story townhouse a few blocks from the west end of campus. You ring the doorbell and wait. No answer. You knock. After a minute, you hear a booming voice. It's open! You're confronted by an impossibly large, beautifully carved statue of a man. Look at those muscles! You speak in slow, steady tones, enunciating each syllable to make sure he understands you. My name is Phil. I am here to tutor you in English. Tutor me in English? Oh, whoops. Actually, I must be looking for... So just because I'm not white, you assume I need remedial English lessons? No, it's just that I was given very little info. How about I tutor your face with my fist? Whoa, I was just given a time and address. I assumed I'd be tutoring whoever answered the door. Hey, just playing with you, bro. I'm known for being a funny guy. Just don't make me have to raise your awareness. I hate when I gotta do that. Anyway, they must have given you the wrong address. Team policy is hire smoking hot babes. And you are neither smoking hot nor a babe. So run along now, dude Tor. There must be some mistake. Maybe you could check with some of the others. Yo! Bo? I think? A second giant appears. Roman, I see you've met Matthews, the tutor. You take a step back, trying not to stare too long at his large, appliance-like girth. The hallway seems to be shrinking, and you feel very small. Bo, you did not. I did. I asked the gal at the learning center to send a male tutor for Brad. A smart, responsible nerd of a man. Look at him. You can tell he's the kind of guy who'd rather do extra credit than go to a party. You're joking, right? Just have one of the girls help Brad already. Roman, the last thing my brother needs is one of those so-called tutors writing his papers and trying to get his Peter in any hole they can. Fine. Get a talking donkey to tutor your dumbass brother for all I care. Just stay out of my personal business. Have fun, Dutor. You've got your work cut out for you. Matthews, the coordinator, gave you a glowing commendation. And now that you're standing here, I see why. You seem like the kind of man another man could trust with his little sister. Well, actually, Bo cuts you off. Now listen, Matthews, the football program here has been nothing short of a culture shock for my brother. A semester of women, drugs, and alcohol has comprised Brad's virtue and his motivation to hit the books. Or compromise, sorry. You're here to turn that around before it affects his play on the football field. Brad already has the highest freshman passer rating in our school's history. I can't let him screw up his future. He'll lose his scholarship if he flunks English again. I want you to ensure Brad doesn't succumb to the endless temptations that have driven other lesser men to ruin. You should be aware you'll start off on a probationary period. We'll see how it goes for 2 or 3 sessions before we make a commitment. Can I put my trust in you, Matthews? You can depend on me. Excellent. Something tells me you're going to be just the influence Brad needs. Don't let me down. Or my brother, or the team, or Orlin. But especially not me. Brad's in his room, 2nd floor, 3rd door to your left. The stairs creak as you ascend, strained and weary from the massive slabs of beef who trudge them relentlessly. The door is halfway open. You poke your head in and scan the bedroom. Empty. You open the door further for a better look. There's nobody in. A loud groan interrupts your thought. Your eyes drift to your feet, where a beefy redhead lies face down on the carpet next to an immaculately arranged row of empty beer cans. Shit! Sorry! With a groan of effort, he lifts his head. Who are you? Your eyes dart quickly over his tawny skin and thick everythings. You notice the outline of muscles rippling across his back underneath his tank. Your throat goes dry. I'm Phil, your tutor. We have a session today? What? Oh, right, gotcha. Ugh, give me a sec. Brad closes his eyes and groans. He heaves himself off the floor with a grunt. Stumbling a little, he steadies himself. Let me get my books and stuff. He turns towards his desk, shuffling through a pile of books and papers. Your eyes linger on his perfect, thoroughbred calves, and he leans forward. You follow the curve up his thighs to the swell of his glutes, a pair of thin jersey shorts struggling to contain his glory. Oh my God. You avert your gaze just as he turns around and hands you some books and a packet of paper. You open one of the books, removing a sock tucked between the pages. Bookmark? Oh yeah, sorry. He flings the sock across the room into a hamper. You met Bo, right? Did my brother explain how I flunked English comp last semester? Yes, he did. But you know what? Don't sweat it. It's all about getting back up, dusting yourself off, and hopping back on that horse. A little effort will go a long way. I'm sure that with the proper help, you'll do fine. Oh man, you're the greatest. Now see, this class doesn't have tests. Just like 3 term papers I gotta turn in. The first one's due in 2 weeks. Just drop it off here when you're done. I'm sure a smart guy like you can crank out these essays like they're nothing. Huh, yeah, writing is my forte. Wait, what? Oh, are you wondering about the money? Everything gets handled through the Student Learning Center. Just report how many hours you spend working on each essay. Of course, don't call it that. Just report it as tutoring hours. I mean, the Learning Center probably knows what's going on. It's nothing new. But we gotta be careful about paper trails trails, you know. You'd be surprised what sort of dirt rival colleges will try to dig up to get each other busted by the NCAA. I really appreciate this, man. Just don't mention this to Bo. Hey, I'm here to help you with your class, not write your papers for you. Look, I don't know if you understand how college football works, but that's just how things are. You might not like it, I might not like it, but the system's way bigger than any of us. It may seem like a glamorous lifestyle, basking in the adoration of fans, maybe getting a chance to play in the NFL, but we're all cogs in a machine, buddy. We risk our bodies for a brutal sport that makes millions of bucks for the school, and we don't even get paid. In return, the school gives us a bit of slack, if you know what I'm saying. I am so sick of you spoiled athletes and the glorification of a violent sport when our nation should be focused on education. You know, learning. I see. 35 a page? Did you hear anything I just said? I can't go higher than 45. No, stop trying to bribe me. All right, you've made your point. You better go. You're just wasting time. You head downstairs. Bo stops you before you reach the front door. That was an awful quick tutoring session. Brad didn't want my help. Oh, really? Brad, you weasel! Bo charges up the stairs, his footsteps pounding against the floorboards like thunder. The house reverberates with thumping sounds and angry, muffled yells from the brothers upstairs. It's apparent your tutoring session is over. Not sure what else to do, you leave. You figure you'll get a call if you're needed again. Friday. We meet again, Frump. Do you remember the last time we talked? No. No, you don't. For I, unlike you, am bound to the tortures of memory. Not that memories are the worst part, Frump. Expectations are easily the hardest part of the human experience. We should be doing such and such. And we're supposed to be we're supposed to be this way or that. It's expected. I mean, here I am alone, pondering my personal state of affairs on a Friday night. I feel like I should be out meeting guys, making up for lost time. Yet I can't shake this feeling that I've fallen prey to the idea of the romanticized relationship. In every book, movie, and story I've seen growing up, things are magical. We're supposed to aspire to this, even though it may all be bullshit. Isn't the truth of a relationship the ability of those involved to understand one another and maintain meaningful interactions? Whilst the liars, the storytellers, whore themselves and betray the truth, all for their own glory and profit. They make us feel like we are special, capable of things that we aren't. I will no longer be duped. I demand the real. Instead of false smiles, I will offer thoughtfulness. Instead of easy quips, I will speak the truth, full and complete. Still, wish I could fall in love, though. If only you could be my sweet Prince Frump. Frump circles his tank. Did he just wink at you? Wait, do fish even have eyelids? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Oh god, I have no idea why I'm pouring my soul out to a fish. Saturday. God, are you finally awake? What? Christ, Ian, what time is it? It's 7:05 in the morning. You came in here just to tell me that? Look, you've been edgy ever since the semester started. You should blow off some steam, dude. I mean, you've been holding in all that pent-up sexual energy for God knows how long. Of course you'd be frustrated, angry, miserable. Right, I'm sure the lack of sleep has nothing to do with it. See, listen to how irritated you are. Let's see. Are you done with armchair psychologizing? Sorry. It's Saturday. I'm going back to sleep. Come on, slacker. Do the harder thing, Phil. No thanks. Ian bristles. Alright, be stubborn. Alright, I will. Holy mackerel, that was a close one, Frump. Why is it that humans aren't happy unless everybody's doing the same thing? I appreciate the fact that you just let me be. Whew, you finally got some downtime this weekend. In terms of your studies, you're kicking ass. You've been feeling pretty distant from Penny lately. You and Ian are annoyed with each other these days. And finally, you've got $100 in savings. You know what? Let's go to the learning center. Make $160. I have $260 in savings. Monday. Looks like a hectic week ahead. You dive into your reading assignments. As you step out of anatomy class on Monday, Penny charges towards you with her camera phone poised. She seems even more excited than usual. You know, if this programming thing doesn't work out, you could always become a paparazzo. Very funny, Phil. Listen, we're putting tanning spray on hold. I'm embarking on something far more revolutionary. Phil, I'd like to introduce you to your new social scene, bursting with infinite possibilities. Bro Finder? As your beta tester, I'm almost scared to ask. Consider it a gateway to meeting all manner of awesome dudes. I just released the beta, but it's already got over 100 users. There are even some bros around here. Can't wait to meet them, him. Seriously, Penster, this is silly. First of all, I think there are already a couple of apps like that for gay guys. Secondly, this sounds like a social network where you just meet up with a bros for a tailgate party. But don't you see? That's the beauty of it. It's got a very laid-back vibe and it's not all hot and heavy right off the bat. I'll market it as a more casual dating network. Imagine just meeting up with a bro at a sports bar, talking carburetors, trading jerky recipes, bro things. Low-key, and then if you guys are compatible, well, you can take it from there. I told you I'd be your wing woman, right? It's time to move forward. Whenever you're ready, just log in and check for fist bumps. Fist bumps? That's how you can tell if a bro likes your profile. A fist bump. A fist bump. Why not a chest bump? That's only if you want to meet. Fine. Take a look at it, but only to help you find bugs. Sweet, you rock. Stop pouting. You'll thank me for this when you end up having your wedding at a monster truck rally. Yikes. Thursday. The next morning, you receive another email from the coordinator at the Student Learning Center. She asks if you can return to the athletic house after your classes today. Accept. After your classes, you head over to the athletic house. As you wait for someone to answer the door, you feel a nervous flutter in your stomach. Shit, what's wrong with me? Snap out of it, Matthews. This English comp class is a fundamental building block of education. I, Phil Matthews, am going to help Brad see that academics aren't a complete waste of time. You imagine Brad taking the mic at a post-game press conference. I want to thank my coach, my team, and the man upstairs, but I especially want to thank my main man, best friend, and the greatest tutor in the world, Phil Matthews. Phil showed me how to communicate as beautifully on the page as I do on the field. The room erupts into thunderous applause, whistles and howls of approval echo throughout the room. Not only has he been a constant source of inspiration to me, he recommended the play tonight that clinched us our 7th consecutive championship. You sigh, imagining. The door unexpectedly opens. You're catapulted back into reality as you stand face to face with Brad, who reeks of beer and looks like he's on day 3 of a 4-day bender. Oh, hang on. I've got the pizza money somewhere here. I'm Phil, your tutor, remember? He blinks. Oh, yeah. I remember you now. You got me in a bunch of trouble with my brother. Brad sighs. Come on, let's go upstairs. Why do you have to rat me out, you little weasel? Hey, I left 10 minutes after the session started. You don't think that looks really suspicious? Okay, you have a point. We'll have to be more careful this time. This time? Yeah, we're in luck. What do you mean? Bo's at a captain's meeting right now. Grab the assignment off my desk, run out of here, and get that started. You can almost hear your mom chiding you. Phil Matthews, is this truly the young man we've raised you to become? Do you hear what that boy is saying, Phil? He's as lost as you are. Get out of my head, Mom! What? Oh, nothing. Anyway, come on. Don't you even want to try to give it a shot? Prove yourself that you can do it? No. Why not? I don't get it. I'm gonna have to read books and stuff. How awful. Then, write about them. Can you believe this place? Exactly, man. Who needs that hanging over his head? Seriously, I'd rather stand in for the D-line's tackling dummy. Come on. It won't be that bad. What about the days when you were a good student? Oh, hell. Brother must have told you that, huh? Bo just thinks he knows me. He really doesn't. I can't write worth crap, man. Okay, so it's been a while, but most things aren't good on their first draft. We'll make it better on the revisions. Brad looks doubtful. A knock on the door interrupts your conversation. It's open. A girl pokes her head in, completely oblivious to you. You're assaulted by the smell of cotton candy and bubblegum. Brad, the Rager's gonna be on at 10, okay? I'd be broken up if you miss it, especially after what you pulled at your birthday bash. You mean how I polished off an entire cake on my own, right? That was some damn good cake. Oh, Brad, did you forget I can suck a hot dog through a straw? Maybe you could use a refresher. Ahem. Holy shit, I didn't see you there. Are you the new kicker? New kicker? Yeah, ever since Roman put the last one in the hospital. 3 cracked ribs. Don't ever play slaps with Roman. How do you break somebody's ribs playing slaps? Roman's not exactly a gracious loser. But no, I'm not the new kicker. I'm here to tutor Brad. What, really? Daisy shoots a look at Brad. He shrugs. Don't look at me, Bo hired him. What the hell? All tutoring assignments for the team go through me. See, I usually tutor the boys myself, or assign them to other girls if I'm booked. Guess I slipped through the cracks then. You make a whooshing noise with the little swipe of your hand. I'll have to have a chat with Bo. Well, maybe Brad's just fine with me as his tutor. Oh, really? Well, I can write his papers and provide fun little perks. She bats her eyes at Brad, running her tongue along her top lip. What do you have to offer? Brad looks interested in what you have to say. I can provide him with the purpose of this entire university in the first place, an education. Are you for real? It might sound corny, but you guys are here for a reason. Why not take advantage of it? Brad, listen to me. Even if you make pro, you don't know how long your career will last. Wouldn't it make sense to have a backup plan? Are you listening to this guy, Brad? Jesus H. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, by subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.